Today we are going to move on to formulas and how we can use a spreadsheet to add together, subtract, divide and multiply two or more numbers. So let's move on to addition. So here we've got 5 plus 5. This is what I need to do here. 5, add 5 basically. Now we can easily work that out in our head, which is 10. But what if this number is much greater? So let's say this number is 5,000 plus 3, 4, 6, 5. Now that's a bit more difficult to work out. So we can actually use a formula. If you don't have a calculator, you can use a formula in a spreadsheet to quickly work out this value here, the total of these two numbers. So let's change it back to 5 plus 5 because we don't want to scare you off. So how do we create this formula? Well, it is important that every single time we start a formula in a spreadsheet, we always start with an equal symbol. Now the equal symbol in a spreadsheet tells the spreadsheet that we are about to write a formula. So now the spreadsheet is aware, we now need to make our next move. So we've got our equal symbol. Now to add together these two values, we first need to click in the cell. Do you remember where each one of these was called a cell? We need to click in the cell with our first value in. So you notice as it's not come up with equals 5, it's actually come up with equals B8, because that's the actual cell reference here of this cell. So remember, if we went across column A, column B, so we've gone down to B, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the 8th row. So in cell B8, and then what we want to do is, because we're adding together these two numbers, we want to use the addition symbol here, which is you'll find across across the top of your keyboard where the numbers are. You'll see right where the equal sign is, you'll see the plus symbol there. So after you've entered the plus symbol, we next need to enter our next value. Again, it's not 5, it's going to be D8. And you just enter D8 by clicking in the cell itself. So now you've got the formula B8 plus D8. Once you've got that, press equals, and you get the answer 10. And it's as simple as that. Let's move down to 8 plus 7. So every single formula begins with an equals. That tells the spreadsheet we're about to write a formula. Then we click the cell with our value in. So in this case, it's going to be B10. Correct. Then because it's addition, we put our add symbol, and then we click the cell with our second value in, which is D10. There's our formula. We press enter. 8 plus 7 is 15. Okay, let's do one more. Equals B12 plus symbol, and then click the cell with our second value in. So B12 plus D12 equals 25. 12 plus 13 equals 25. And there we go. It's as simple as that. Okay, so I'll leave you to do the rest of these in just a minute. First of all, we are now moving on to subtraction. So we are going to look to subtract this number from this number. Sorry, this number from this number. So again, every single formula starts with our equals. We click the cell with our value in. And then because we want to subtract, we are going to use the minus symbol. Again, if you look across the top row, you've got all your numbers, and then you've got the minus symbol, which is located next to the 0 on your keyboard. And then all we do is click in the cell with our next value in. So we've actually done B8 minus D8. 15 minus 5 gives us 10. On to the next one. Equals 14 minus 7, which is B10 minus D10. Press enter. 7. One more. So equals, find the cell with our value in, which is B12 minus D12. Enter. Easy as that. Okay, I'll let you guys finish the rest of these. First of all, let's move on to division. So now we are going to divide. So same again, exact same. See how the formula gets repeated? Starts off with an equals. We then click the cell with our first value in. Oh, made a mistake. So this time we're dividing here. Okay, so we're not adding, we're not subtracting, we are dividing. So because in a spreadsheet we don't have the division symbol, the way a spreadsheet understands divide is a forward slash. Very important is a forward slash, and it is not a backslash. You can tell the difference between the two. Not only do the brackets go, the slash goes forward or back, but notice also the B8 then went from blue to black, so the formula was broken. So if I now change this back to a forward slash like so, the formula is blue, and the formula is still live. So we've got B8 forward slash, because forward slash equals divide in a spreadsheet, and then we just press our second value, which is D8, and there we go. So equals first cell, now it's forward slash, second cell. 14 divided by 7 is 2. Now we've got 81 divided by 9, so equals our cell with 81 in, our forward slash, because we're dividing, and then 9. This should give us the answer 9, because 9 times 9 is 81. Boom, and we do. Excellent. Okay, I'll let you guys finish these down here as we move on to multiplication. So you probably know what it's going to be. Start off with equals, click the cell with our 10 in here, but then I know what some of you are thinking. You might be tempted to use the X, because that's what it looks like, the times symbol, isn't it? But notice straight away, see again, the cell's gone from blue to black. So the formula's been broken, telling us that the spreadsheet doesn't understand what this X is, which is telling us that it's not X. So we need to take this away. And the symbol we need to use for multiplication in a spreadsheet is actually something we call an asterisk, which is that little star located on the 8. So you can get this by holding down the shift key, which looks like an arrow going upwards, and an 8. And that will give us an asterisk. So we hold down the shift, press the 8, and that gives us an asterisk, or in this case, a time symbol, a multiplication symbol. And then it's just back to the same old. We just click on D8, because that's the cell with our value in. Press enter. 10 times 2 is 20. Let's move on. Equals. So we're doing 4 times 7. So it's B10. Remember, it's an asterisk. So hold shift, press 8. And then 7, which is D10. Press enter. We should get 28. Boom. And we do. And then one more. Asterisk. And then the 3. Final sum is 36.